So we have heeling, placing, off. We have okay for a release. And now we want to talk about making him retrieving the hand. And that is showing him he has to grab something, hold it, and bring it back.
Okay.
So you're going to need to make him a fetching stick like this. Okay. And it's 3/4 inch PVC, or even, it doesn't matter if you happen to have a 1-inch piece.
Yeah, we got all that
scrap.
Yeah.
And I recommend some plastic sides that are hard enough that they don't kind of break easily. I have made some out of wood, but wood has splinters, the dog could grab it. There's just more risks there. As far as, this is the stick we use the most. We're going to show you some other ones that have some different sizes here today. Okay. But this one was the kind of the first stick that he was introduced to. Okay. And that's why I want you to work with the same one as well, because not only should he know that the best, if you put pressure on him to not make a mistake, he should figure out real quick what you want from him. So what we do with training, and we call it force fetching, but it really becomes obedience on the retrieve. Okay. You're putting obedience that you have to pick it up, you have to hold it, and you have to bring it to me. And that's why at the end of this training course, we want you to understand that you can be working on obedience, leash obedience, and holding and fetching obedience at the same time. Okay. So first, let's separate them. So we had just obedience, and now you'd want to start by your very first session with him at home. You're going to put your hand in the collar. Okay. And I tell people knuckles up. You can turn him left, right, or stop him. Okay. Your arm is basically the leash right now. You don't want it this way. You kind of lose your mobility for turning. Okay. What you'll do is take his ear and fold it onto the belt collar. Okay. And you're going to press a pinch in his ear here. Okay. Now, people always ask, well, why'd you have to do that system to him? Well, we had the leash doing obedience already. We had this doing obedience already. We didn't want to keep piling on more of, especially this thing, doing more discipline. Okay. So we used some, just where this was on and off, on and off, discomfort on his ear, on and off, was kind of used as a half step. Okay. Eventually, this leash can be done with the remote collar, and then we're going to talk about, we're going to get away from the ear, and the remote collar will take care of everything. And that's kind of our ending goal, is that just having this on, we can do leash obedience or force fetching. Okay. But I want you at first to do the manual way, just a couple days with him, to show him that, hey, I know just as much as they know down at the training facility. Okay. So the word fetch is a direct command to pick up an item, in this case, our fetching stick. So fetch, if he reaches forward and grabs it, I never put any pressure on him. Okay. Now, of course, there was months ago that you had to put pressure on him every time, or there was no way he was going to touch that stick. Good. He's learned that doing it my way has the best value of eliminating a correction. Okay. It's no different than obedience. You got to walk a certain way to be praised. Yeah. When you do this the first few times, though, don't let go of his ear. Okay. I'm not pinching, but I'm just holding on to it. Okay. When I would give him a pinch, I would roll my nail against the belt collar and actually have some pressure there. Okay. Good. We don't want him throwing things at us. You should have to take it from him. Okay. So, drop. You're not saying drop and asking him to drop it in your hand. Drop would come as you're taking it. Okay. And you're saying, this is mine now. Okay. All right, the next step was having him on the ground, and we had our hand in the collar. Now, we had to go down to his level. Even me being tall, I had to get down to his level, because I'm just the leash. I'm not trying to choke him with this. Yeah. And we started to work on motivating him to fetch this stick, where when I say the word fetch, you need to hurry up and get that done, not delay it. So we would start by the next one is just kind of holding it out front. And I'm pinching right now, and I'm pinching harder and harder. The longer it takes him to get it, the elevation of the pinch was going up. Okay. Yep. At any time, if he drops it, it's an instant correction. And I'm going to try to match the correction that I had to go to get him to grab it to begin with. And eventually you're going to learn how much tug does he need, how much pinch does he need?
Okay.
Is he a 1 pinch, 2 pinch, 10 pinch? You'll start to know how much to apply.
Okay.
Me, I go from dog to dog to dog, and you just daily you kind of remember what is this dog. But for me, my goal as a trainer is I always go down low and always start working up.
Okay.
He's one dog, one person now, and kind of more finished. So you'll just know he needs at least this to fix this problem, or more if need be. All right, I want you working on teaching him he has to hold that thing. And he's doing a great job right now, right? He's not chattering, he's not chewing it. But I want you to practice him that when I say the word hold, it means do not release your grip no matter what. Okay. So you want to do a little test, like say a pheasant's trying to flap in his face. Hold. Hold it. Hold it. And you'll start lightly, but after time goes on, you can kind of bang on it a little bit, and he's like, no, I'm not letting this thing fall out, because you're going to pinch my ear and make me pick it back up. Good boy, yes, that's correct. If you hold it, everything's good. Okay. Once you establish that he won't drop it, you can wave your hand, and he's totally committed to keeping that thing in his mouth. Then the next part of training was taking our threat of the ear pinch away. Okay. Well, that first week when we took that ear pinch away, spit, spit, well, he ain't going to do anything about it. But when he did, I'm going to kind of set this up. Let's say he dropped it. He spit it out. Even if he would try to go get it, it would be too late. Yeah. You made the decision. Once again, kind of like getting up to your chair from place. There's no racing this. It's just, no, you made a decision. You have to live with the consequence. Okay. And he's going, I'm sorry. And he'll start squirrely, like, I didn't mean to. Yeah. Fetch, pinch on, pinch off. You have to pay a consequence for making that decision. Okay. Your goal with him as soon as possible is to get your hand out of the collar. Okay. That I will never pinch you ever again as long as you pick it up and hold it and bring it to me. So here we have a prime example. He let that distraction be more important than what we're doing together. And that's where this tough love has to come in. Okay. Now, I'm actually going to pinch him a little harder this time because of that. Fetch. Now, this, at one hand, it's unfortunate right now that he's being bothered by the bug, right? But when you're working with a dog, unfortunately, it's got to be 100% no matter what. Yeah. Even if we're both getting buzzed by the mosquitoes right now or the deer fly. Heel, hold. And what you're working on is a zero tolerance. With this thing, there's no oops, there's no sorry, there's no I didn't mean to. This thing has to be 100% flawless, no questions asked. Okay. What happens then is we lead into birds and dummies. Our goal with every dog is to never have to pinch them on a bird or a dummy. Okay. That we've worked them so hard on this thing that they just start to go, all right, yep, I have to. Yep. And it just kind of carries over. Dogs that want to eat the bird and swallow it, well, yeah, then they have to have more force going forward. Drop. Sees that Tweety bird. Right, that was kind of a big mistake. Yeah. You don't go blasting off in the middle of the neighborhood right now. We're in the backyard. We're not hunting right now. And yeah, it's at the same time, it's like, God, it's his instincts. But he'll just start to learn at home that's not how we act. Yep. Separate the situation. Yep. But here, what we do is whenever we're tough on him here, well, we instantly go take him out in the grass 10 minutes from now and go let him run around. This session with you is going on 10 times longer than his normal. They're little 5-10 minute little segments. Work hard, done. Work hard, done. And that's what keeps a dog happy when they're here. Yeah. But now that you go home, it's time to take your student and go, all right, now we're going to finish sealing the deal, and what you did down there is going to be our lifestyle moving forward. Okay. All right, the biggest one I want you working on is developing a retrieve with him. So you'll have him stand here, you'll toss it out, fetch. Good boy, heel hold. Heel hold. Heel hold. Hold. Okay, we had 2 issues there. Maybe thinking about delaying, but I just, okay, I caught it, so I'm ready that if that happens, he committed to it. And the other one was being a little bully around me here with heeling and holding. What happens is, in training, is he doesn't want this, right? This isn't a juicy bird.
Yeah.
So you're getting that, fine, if I got to do it your way, well, I'm going to mess around here. And that just tells you as a trainer that, okay, well, we're not done doing this then. We're going to go on until you're just happiest dog in the world doing it right.
Okay.
Drop. Fetch. Heel, hold. Heel, hold. Heel. Heel. So close, right? But the neighbor made a noise and it...
Yep.
This is the kind of discipline of, got to be 110% right now. You are working right now. If you're this tough on them here, that's when you can get what you want, when you're really having fun with them. You say the command, then you don't even have to correct them. They just go, nope, Dad said the word fetch. Boom, I'm grabbing it. I'm not going to question him.
So if you are working on this out in the yard and he does it right, say the second or third time, you stop.
Drop. Okay, okay, done. Now you can go do whatever you want.
Okay.
Because you instantly responded to what I asked you to do. And you'll take that approach with everything you do.
Okay.
If he's just spot on, done. Let's go have some fun. Let's go get some retrieves.
Okay.
Oh, I threw one retrieve. It started getting sloppy. Oh, I don't like that. So let's do that right now, since that's... Here. Place. You know, you're done training. You've taken your leash off. Place. You might have went and got your dummy and seeing if, you know, hey, let's see if he wants to have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, 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 okay. So as soon as he would pick something up, heel, hold it, heel, hold, good boy, good boy, good boy, good, okay, good boy, hold it, fetch, hold, drop. All right, what mistake did he just make?
Dropped it.
He didn't hold, right? You were instantly at home going, oh, I thought we were having fun. I guess we're not. And every day you're coming out trying to throw fun and be that dog that you want to just have fun with. But every time he makes one bad decision, that goes away, and now we're back to some work with him.
Okay.
Now, granted, at home, you could go in the house, take a break, come back. You know, you don't have to keep going.
Yeah.
Just kind of fit it into your schedule. But he's not getting another fun retrieve today until I make sure I clarify a few things.
Okay.
So we want to address the word hold now, right? That was only a mistake at all. He had fun, went and got it, but he dropped it. Fetch, fetch, hold it. All right, the second thing that happened is when he jumped up here is when he dropped it. Okay, okay, heel, hold it. Good. Heel, hold. Now we're going to talk about what I was kind of getting at, where you're doing two things at once. You're going to get to the point where you only have 5 minutes to work with him.
Yeah.
You're going to work on obedience and holding something the whole time.
Okay.
Heel, hold. The hardest thing to teach any dog is to hold something until you say they're done. They all want to, oh, I'm done, I'm just going to spit it out.
Yeah.
And you've probably seen a lot of that as a puppy.
Oh yeah.
When he was done, he was just going to set it down. So I really want you to work on, no, when you have something, it stays in your mouth until I say it's done.
Okay.
And this is where with this thing, I want you to hold. Hold. That stuff, I'm not going to try to press the issue.
Okay.
I want him to be successful with those things. Hold. Hold. All right, you did a session, drop. He's understanding he's supposed to hold. But now before you can go back to fun place, you would want to do a few days of, because I have a lot to risk by just giving this a fun toss.
Yeah.
Right? I could just send him right back to where he was.
Yeah.
So without the pinch, you're going to try to address, good, hold it, hold it, hold it, good. More positive outlook here, because this is what we want him to have fun with.
Yeah.
Good, hold it, oh good, hold, oh good boy, hold it, hold it. You can see that different attitude because he knows it is the fun thing.
Yeah.
And that's good. We don't want to take that away from him.
Okay.
But at the same time, hold on. we got to have fun a certain way if we're going to have fun. Oh, good boy, good boy, good boy. And you might just be okay in the yard. Okay, good job, here, good boy, good job, hold it, good boy, hold it, good boy. And this is where you can kind of screw around a little bit, but yet still some structure there.
Yeah.
Hold it, good, drop.
Yeah, that's impressive. Compared to
But
I remember him.
it's positive.
Yeah.
Yes, we do put pressure on the animal, but it's very controlled and the timing is very precise.
Okay.
You don't just come out and just, I'm in a bad mood today. You got to go, okay, what's going on? What does he not understand? Well, if he doesn't understand something, I'm going to show him 1,000,000 times if that's what it takes. And that's all I'm asking you is go home. Some people leave this program going, hey, I should have an automatic robot that just, well,
Not the case at all.
it's a wild animal.
Yeah.
And he's a wild animal out of a litter of 8 plus literature on both sides.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to have with these guys until you know, work with them and kind of figure out what they're all doing. That's what I love about my job. It's a custom car build every dog.
Oh yeah.
And we all get that value, you know, of I had to figure out what made Junior tick and what was going to make the best out of the dog.